Here we go, round 4 fight. There was a guy that beat us last time, 2-1. Omnath has been pretty good. We did decently yesterday, and it's specifically Omnath itself. When Omnath comes in, like if it, we can kind of trigger that life gain a couple times off fetch lands, and that seems to be enough to like Omnath can like stop the bleeding and help you start to like come back, and that's where it's really been impressive. Like in our round, was it the round 1 or the round 2? It was like Omnath landed in play, and it basically ended the game on itself because it started. Yeah, it was against the Delver player because Omnath started gaining 4 life, and gaining 4 life was more that they could do once we were down to like both being very low on resources. Omnath, it's like, I'll just gain life here off this land drop. I'll just gain life off this land drop. So we lost the die roll. Waiting on Angelic Execution. So I have been impressed with Omnath for sure. So they have mulliganed to 6. We have force protection, and if we had a land to be able to I wish we could keep this. We're too far off of necessarily really doing anything. They are keeping 6. I think I'm going to play this as building to Knight of the Reliquary with swords as possible removal and pitch the Abrupt Decay. Like we can have Tropical, Tundra, setting up, okay, basic island, non-snow covered island again. Drawing Astrolabe off the top would be pretty hot. Or Ponder. They did not shuffle their Ponder. Or Brainstorm. Theoretically, should have played out the Strand. Okay. Basic Island and Delver makes me think blue-red. Did not flip this Delver. Okay, they have already played their land. Kind of want to save swords for Dreadhorde Arcanist type thing. I mean, that's not necessarily top preordain. I'm going to fight over this, I think I'd rather fight on their turn. Show me something. Click it on accident. Alright. My plan... So I can only get... I can get a tropical. So this will be a 4/4. I wanted to lead with this over Scavenging Ooze, because Scavenging Ooze I don't have enough to pump it out of range. That was my thought. Yeah, basic island out of them. I guess they could be rug or bug or whatever still, but the basic island made me think it was just blue-red. Okay. That doesn't really change anything. I think I want to play to protect Scavenging Ooze. That was a great draw. Are there any other creatures there? Yeah, I did not have to cash it in when I did. They're forcing with days. There are not enough. There are currently 0 creatures that we can eat. I'm going to let it happen. I'm going to get my snow-covered forest. And I'm going to attack for 6. Because I feel like they're low on cards. Force of Negation might be able to do something, and they really can't afford to attack and keep taking beats from a Knight of the Reliquary. That's how I viewed it. Really wish I could. Let's make them exile the spell and then fight over it then. Because that would be sweet if I can somehow stop that. Like, maybe instead of this, I should have gotten a fetch land. And that's probably where I messed up. Not taking the opportunity to get a fetch land. I think I just... Or no. I did not use Knight of the Reliquary. I cracked a fetch land. Oh. So now they're going to start pulling ahead with Dreadhorde Arcanist. Ponder. Ponder makes more sense than Preordain there. And Brazen Borrower makes me think it's blue-red as well, not the other colors. Green, yeah, the other reason I'm holding a card in hand is to turn up... Green Sun Zenith. We can hit Omnath. Get Omnath back on board. Start gaining life. I wouldn't mind an Uro. I wouldn't mind an Oko. You're going to cast Lightning Bolt. You can cast Lightning Bolt. I'm more worried about... I think I'm going to fight the Preordain. Is it worth to fight the Preordain? Nine. This goes to 7. Force of Negation on top. Okay, so we have to crack this. 3, 4, 5. Puts us at 5, but Oro can get us back up to 8. The land actually puts us at 7. Or it doesn't matter. That's annoying. Still had all these. Okay. I'm not going to spend time trying to fight Delver there when I feel like we're definitely behind. So the Pyroblasts, the Red Blast. Now, if they're only 2 color, do I care about the graveyard as much? I think we still want Carpet. And then Abrupt Decay still kills all of their stuff. That's where I'm thinking just Assassin's Trophy is less effective. Force of Negation. The Sylvan, because we're going to get too low. Force of Wills, even. Green Sun, and then the Knight. Because I think we still want the Quaddles. We want the Quaddles to fight. We want the Abrupt Decays. We want Scavenging Ooze to eat their targets. And I think Uro would have gotten us back into it, so I think that's right. Is Klothys, what would Klothys eating stuff out of their graveyard be better than Knight of the Reliquary as potentially a big wall? Well, what I'm saying is Klothys worth it? Or if we keep Knight, we have 40 seconds to find what is something worse than Knight. Potentially one more force. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So we'll keep it for the one time it's going to come through and be right. But Knight does have the ability to be decently large. Keyword fat. Nice draw. They also kept 7. There's a lot of things I can do here, like depending on if they flip. They didn't flip. Six cards for them. I mean, I can still brainstorm here. I don't have to brainstorm, it's just that I'm allowed to. But if I crack the brainstorm off Astrolabe, no, I think take the card, try to trade. If they'll let us trade, maybe it'll buy a daze or something and they've already played their land out. They did not shuffle Ponder. I potentially should have fetched in response to their fetch. Just saying. Like you were talking about potential for. Oh, I could have blocked here with the sneakiest Dryad Arbor. That might have been worthwhile. Dazing this. Okay. I'll take one. They play a new Delver. So they're holding basic island in hand. Basic island, I could draw Abrupt Decay. Abrupt Decay still is an answer. See, I think I should have gone the other way then and at least have the decay would have drawn into another one. I think that would have been better overall. You kept your ponder and didn't flip? What? Now I'm just confused. That's why I was kind of keeping the brainstorm back. So I definitely should have done it the other way so that, say I got wastelanded or whatever, but I feel like I should have astrolabed into the card or tapped in the other direction so that at least I was one card deeper. Like I should have that Abrupt Decay already in hand and we don't. Wasteland. Yep. So that is my own fault. I also can't think of what was the third card down. It was the Green Sun Zenith was the third card down. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I could put Night away. Maybe I don't put Night away. Yeah. If I were to go get just save it to get it spawned. And then that gives me chances of drawing out of it. If I play that now, it draws me one more deeper, but I need to clear before I draw that, so no. Sprite Dragon. That's fine. Sprite Dragon dies a Pyroblast. Take one. We know they're holding Brainstorm. That's another way to do it. I want them to like play their cantrips, break big, make Sprite Dragon big. Agreed. They did not shuffle. Give it a shot. I think I would rather have this countered than Oko. That'll do. Submerge. Okay. We got submerged. Like, I don't necessarily want to play right back into it, because, yeah, if they have the counter, I can't stop it. But they just need to find a daze. They need to find a whatever. I should have brainstormed myself to try to find the land, because then at least I'm another land ahead. Or it's in play again. If they have removal spell for Leovold here, that's definitely bad news. Or they just play another one. This is definitely going in our favor. This is increasingly going in our favor. Wow. Let's put back this. And an Astrolabe. I think we have to settle for playing this right now. Until they can find a way to clear that, I kind of feel like we just take the thing right off the top right now. Because next turn we're going to be able to go for 3. We'll be able to find our... I think, yeah, we just have to hit the Sprite Dragon before Sprite Dragon can get out of control. Get Dryad Arbor, because I haven't played it yet, and that's one more. So a more expensive or a bigger Oko. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Force. Me too. The reason I plus there is I want to try to steal, and really, maybe I should not have attacked then. Okay, yeah, my plan was to pump Oko up and then attack for the trade. Okay, does anything change? We're going to be on the draw. Collector Oof, really never to come up. I kind of want this Dread of Winter. Dread of Winter into Fairy for what? Last Force? Yeah, I think Klothys, especially as slow as it is, I don't think Klothys is the thing that's going to get us there. They are definitely the more aggressive version, just being blue-red. I think Klothys can stop the... can shrink Tarmogoyfs. It can stop the Delve on the big green monkey. Well, this is terrible. Of course we mulligan. Alright. Do they blind flip? Guess it's not so blind. Can play Caracas. It's a wasteable white source, but it's a white source. Show me another brainstorm. They would have Force Negation, right? But they also have Spell Pierce. If they have Spell Pierce either way... Solid Brainstorm. Okay, the Brainstorm we knew about. We just need to draw an answer to the Littlest Sprite Dragon, which I feel like we can do. It's not a legendary Sprite Dragon, mind you. No blocks. Hey, look at that. Is our opponent playing Misdirection for maximum blowouts? That is the question. Resolves. Let's go down to 5. We need to put the yield on. Second Sprite Dragon. Okay. Take it. I was wrong. That's Wrath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's at 3 currently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a -6, -6. Force of will. Okay. I mean, that's probably a better choice. They pitched force to force. Another Sprite Dragon. I was going to say I got too greedy. Apparently I got the right level of greedy. Serves me right. I was trying to build up to the... So I guess that wouldn't have mattered necessarily. I was thinking maybe I should have gone for Uro. They did not shuffle. Yep. Die to bolt. No, I think you're right that if I would have gone after... Well, I guess this Sprite Dragon came after both were already cleared out. So this is a following Sprite Dragon that ends up killing me. But when I was faced with the Sprite Dragon and the Dread Horde at the time, I do think had I swords the Sprite Dragon, Scavenging Ooze would have outgrown the simple 1/3. And then we would have had at least a couple more life points to play with. So, no, I think once the Green Sun resolved, if I would have, I was thinking, haha, I go get Omnath. Omnath will help me get me back into the game here. But I guess, regardless of which one I get, Omnath did not gain me life, but So at least Uro would have come in and gained me 3 life to not be dead right away. So, yeah, it's frustrating. Yeah, it's once Green Sun resolved, I was like, oh, well, they don't have anything that can stop us. But the fact that their card was Pyro, that's why I'm like, okay, well, even if I get Leovold, Leovold gets Pyroed. Uro at least gains the life, but had Omnath stayed in play, I get that land drop, I get the 4 life trigger, and then I think I'm safe. So I was close. And so it probably is still right to go get Omnath there. But I don't know. It's just a little frustrating.